Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday, April 27th, 2018, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, why am I so happy it's Friday and the markets are closed? This whole week, I just feel like we've been struggling, and it hasn't been that we've lost much money. We may not even lost any money for I haven't totaled that all up, but it's just like we're struggling. Today was no exception. We made money today, but it doesn't feel real good. Um, the Dow, as you can see, was basically pretty lifeless today. It was down the whole day, but it really wasn't down. Ends up closing down 11 points. So, what can you say about this? Basically, this looks like it's just resting. Hopefully, that's what it's doing before it starts moving up again. If we could string a couple days like the last 2 days together after this, we could make a little money here. I just don't know. Uh, like this kind of lifelessness is probably there was a jobs report today. It wasn't negative, but it just wasn't quite as good as what we've seen lately, and so it just looked to me like it put the markets to sleep. It was kind of disappointing for us. Uh, I think we had about $3,000 in open trade yesterday on the close, but then things got very active in the aftermarket, and when stocks opened up this morning for a few brief minutes, we were actually over $13,000 in our open trade equity, but then the sellers come in, and we've had a lot of trouble with this. And by the time we got out, we had positive $4,300, which isn't too bad, but it's 1/3 of what we started out with uh, in the day, and so that ends up being kind of a bitter pill. And then we get into only 4 positions today. You would expect that we wouldn't get into too much. 1 was positive, 3 were negative, and we're carrying negative $1,600 on those 4 positions over the weekend and going into next Monday. So, that's not too exciting, but it's not a disaster either. And at least on paper, we made some money today. And that's better than losing. So what else can I say? I'll show you the 3 stocks that we got out of today that were good. This first one, this is Pro Shares Ultra Pro QQQ. Of course, that tracks the market pretty closely. We bought that, Gap yesterday. We bought the Gap. It closed mildly profitable. Popped up very nicely this morning, but then promptly pulled back for our exit. But we still took $1,500 out of QQQ. Then this is Labu, which is the biotech bull, and that had a big run up at the beginning of the day yesterday. Then it pulls back, and it was against us all day long and closed against us, but it popped up really nice this morning, allowing us to get out of there with $1,600 profit, and we just about sold the top of the market there today. So that's I like those good exits. And then finally, this was our biggest trade, which was Overstock.com, and we had bought this yesterday, second hour. It really moved strongly, pulled back some toward the close, but it popped up again there almost to the high point of yesterday. So that's real good. Excellent exit. And we took $2,300 out of Overstock. So, from my way of looking at it, that's a near perfect trade. And so that makes me feel good, even if we didn't make a lot of money. Anyway, that's the way it went. Hey, you guys have a fantastic weekend. This is Trader Bob signing off, and I will be back here for sure on Monday.